Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we're going to be jumping into iBots again. I made a video there 2 weeks ago, recent updates and returns and stuff like that, but I feel like now is the time again to jump back into to kind of cover it again in more detail. What we're going to do first is we're going to look at my own dashboard and see how we're getting on. You can see here, I'll try and zoom in because I know sometimes this is a bit awkward to see this one here. So you can see here my earnings at the moment are $47. I've obviously, if you watched the last video, I was up around that amount, but maintenance fees obviously came out for the month just passed. So however, you can see here on the calendar, the profits calendar, that we're steadily increasing every day. And just yesterday, the 17th, we hit a 1.2% day, which is absolutely unreal. I'm absolutely delighted here. I think at this moment in time, with pretty much 2 weeks of trading there, I think we're close to 4% for the month so far, with still another week and a half left in the month. So I know they mentioned in their FAQ section that they aim to hit between 1 and 15% per month, but I think we said we could be very close to the 6% maybe this month, 6-7% I'm hoping for, which will be brilliant. So the reason why I would consider putting more money into this, and obviously gathering funds together to try and do that, I want to build this up to potentially 2,000 or 3,000 if I can. I think it's at the moment in time, real good earner and sustainable earner, and obviously it's generating real revenue, which is key here for us. So I'll just zoom out again. So if we jump into the Discord here quickly, and the reason why I'm interested in adding more to it is, see down here, KYC is coming to the team, so this is going to be a big thing for us. I think this is going to add a lot more transparency to the project, and it's going to get more people excited about. And also this thing here of the TVL will be capped. So the TVL is going to be capped at $1 million. You can see over here we're currently at 250,000. As soon as the million is hit, that's it. There's going to be no more, from what I can gather, no more new entries. Now, whether they allow users to compound, I'm not 100% sure, but either way, if you're not in it at that stage, you probably won't be getting into it for a while more anyway. There is a fee reductions for withdrawals. I think originally this was a little bit high. I don't think it's updated yet. So if we were going to withdrawal of anything less than $500 or $499, you're charged 5%. So obviously that's going to be dropped down to $1, which is a decent enough reduction in fairness to them, and I think it'll make it easier for potentially smaller accounts like myself to withdraw and try and compound back into it. So that in itself, is something I'm looking forward to happening anyway. If we just, another reason why I'm looking to really add to it is if we go to here. So these are just general search for high yield saving accounts. You can see here it's updated recently, so how accurate these are I'm not 100% sure in different banks around the world and stuff, but you can see here in the CFG bank it offers 5.07% APY. If we calculate it here again on the APY calculator, now again, I'm no mathematician or no bank and finance expert or anything like that, but I'm just trying to roughly calculate what could be earned and what you can earn. So initial deposit obviously 2,000 into it. Interest rate is based off that one, 5.07%. It's in it for the year, and compound interval is monthly. So again, I don't even know if these would compound. I'm just leaving it at this for the time being. You can see here then after the year of depositing 200 or 2,000, we've earned an extra $100, which is a bit, if you're in crypto and you're in DeFi, this is a bit depressing to see this number. As probably with fees and everything involved in that as well, is going to take a good chunk out of that if you were to put your money into, as I said, whatever this CFG bank is. Now, these are fairly high APYs. In my own local area, I don't see that. I see it generally around maybe 3%, 2.5%, 3% or something like that. So, again, it's depending on where your banking is and what part of the world you're from. So, but yeah, look, you can see we've earned a whopping $101 putting it into the bank at the APY percentage. If we have it that there is no compound, Yeah, it's still the same, so it's 101. So I'm not sure what way that works, but anyway. If we jump over then to another calculator, so it's a compound interest calculator. So the reason why I picked it for this is, again, with the fees being reduced to withdraw, people are going to be able to withdraw their earnings, compound it back in, and increase their yield. So I have this as initial deposit again as $2,000. This is what I'm looking to get to. The interest rate, the reason why I put it as 7.5% is I'm trying to go in the middle of what iBots have said, of 1 to 15%. So, obviously there's going to be some months it's going to be lower, some months it's going to be much higher. So you just trying to work it out the best I can. So again, in it for a year, we can see there's no additional deposits. It's just going to be compounded in. So obviously my earnings are compounded in monthly. Yeah, so I would compound them at pretty much every month, just compound them back in. You could do it weekly if you wanted to. I'll just calculate that to see would it change. But again, I don't know what the fees would be like on that. If you're compounding a tenner, you're going to lose $1 potentially for withdrawal fees. So right, we calculate that then. As I said, it's down here. So after holding the $2,000 in iBots for the year, interest could be earned as almost $3,000, $2,700. And obviously see why the big push is for crypto DeFi, and obviously with a platform like iBots, how potentially much more lucrative it can be for your holding. Obviously, this is not financial advice in any way, but again, it just shows the power of generating a yield. And some people would still argue that these are very small percentages to be gaining, and is it worth the risk? I think obviously with KYC the team potentially doing in the near future, I think it's going to alleviate any of that risk that some people would have. Again, if you're looking at the APY here, it's 5.07 from a big bank, and obviously here we can earn the 7.5, again roughly percent. So if we're compounding this monthly, it's 2,700. If we compound it weekly, again it's going to increase. It's going to increase nearly the amount that we would have had here. So if we decided to compound this weekly, we're going to earn pretty much an additional $100 that we would have earned just from in the bank API or savings one. So you can see here there's a massive incentive to obviously compound the power of compounded. So again, if we bring this down to roughly even the 5%, we compound it weekly. We're going to initially deposit, it's going to be 2,000. Future at the end of the year is going to be 3,600. So obviously we made $1,600 in the space of the year. Now you can see here the interest being added, $101 after the first month, and it's increasing the whole way up. So after 12 months of running, we'll be up to $176 of earnings. So there's nothing wrong with that. So if we just going to go back over to the Discord quickly again. As I mentioned, the fee reductions is a big thing. KYC is incoming. I think this is huge anyway for people, and obviously we have the TVL is going to be locked. So the other thing is the debit card. So if you're not aware, they do have debit card. How to do it? Minimum deposit is $55. I think they've mentioned that debit card deposit fee is reducing. So again, it's a reduction there, and this deposit fee is reduced from 8 to 6%. So again, so the deposit is already after being reduced. So again, that's incentivizing you to use it. Remember, this is a virtual debit card. So what you would do is if you had this connected to your Google Pay app and whatever the equivalent is on the iPhone and things like that, you could just deposit from your My Earnings straight to the card and use the card like you would anywhere else on your phone, tapping the phone screen. So it's a good way to get your earnings if you didn't want to compound them. If we look over to the bot results again, as I said, very transparent with everything they've shared. So the last week it was the 1.39%. They had a very good day yesterday, 1.2%. You can see here another 0.2 was last week. This is just going through. So every day, roughly around the same time, every day they post up this. You can see it on Twitter as well. They mention a show of everything on Twitter, the proof of it. You can see again profit summary to go into detail again of how they done, the daily profits, the total profits or the total bots value. So you know, very transparent with everything they do. So look, as I said, my plan will be to get this up to 2,000. Potentially then, once I'm up to 2,000 and I can earn then, and I will compound it probably weekly then for the purpose of this, and I'll be able to grow the account up to the 3,000. So within potentially a couple of months or a year, you're after significantly increasing your holdings in what's being held in the platform. And obviously, again, if the TVL is up to 1 million, but if we're not allowed to compound, and once it hits 1 million, that's it. There's no more deposits compounding or anything like that. Then the key thing here is you have a decent enough bag there that's earning for you. Track record, I suppose you can see here they've been going since November. I think it's only the last month, I want to say last month, but maybe it's 2 months, that they started charging maintenance fee, and they're obviously producing more gains, and the trading is more frequent. So you can see back here in November there wasn't as much trading, and it was more focused on crypto trading, and obviously they made the change over to Forex trading, and you can see there's a lot more trading happening. They do turn off the bots when there's major news events happening. I think that's a good way to just preserve capital and protect funds and stuff like that. So yeah, look, as I said, that's pretty much my view on iBots, what I'm looking to do, how I'm looking to grow the bag, and obviously using the power of compounding to increase my bag over time and increase my earnings. And hopefully, as I said, once they come out with the new announcements, and as Pocket Aces mentioned here in the chat that KYC is coming, TVL will be capped, things like this is going to drive a bit more demand for people probably to get in before the TVL is locked. So if you're sitting on the fence and you're not 100% sure, or you want to do a bit more research, I'll leave a link below in the description. Check it out, go over it yourself. There's a lot of videos about iBots out on YouTube at the moment, but you can join my Telegram. I'll leave the link below as well. It'll go into detail. You can talk and chat about it if you have any questions or concerns about it. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. Thanks very much for taking the time and watching it, and I hope everyone has a great day. Thank you. Bye.